Hey guys, happy Monday! Yes, I am perspiring. We just got back from the WALK, and I swear it got 10 degrees hotter while we were out there. So, little hot, little sweaty. But the gang's all here, somewhere back there. There's a Willow. Treyu's under the desk. Proper desk dog. And I remember to unmute and use the starting screen. So we're starting off good. But I also have way too much pent up excitement in me. So we've got a lot to do today to get that out in the next 3 hours. I am primarily just going to be working on Kuro Kenshin line art today, specifically because the soft deadline I had has now become a very hard deadline. Whew. So yeah, we need to take care of that. Jason popped in, hello, and Phoenix is here, hello, hello my friends. How are y'all doing? Good in many ways. Already had a productive morning. I did get some writing in, so I got about 2,000 words or so, which is about a chapter in Fox, Wolf, and Hound. And I went with like a friend to a coffee shop, and we have our writing sessions every few weeks. So that's been helpful in just keeping me doing some progress with that. And then it was a lot of like crazy running around because plans are changing for certain things. So good, but also excitedly anxious in a way. Let's see. Phoenix's brain decided on its theme song for the night to the tune of "It's My Party." How does that go? Like, I can vaguely hear it, but I could not sing it accurately for you. But it's the Mac Monday song now. It's the Mac Monday theme song. Patch Fox appreciated being remembered. Patch Fox has never been forgotten per se, but he definitely keeps getting shifted a little further down the line of projects just because everything else keeps popping up. So we're locking in though today, this month we have to lock in. I still have this audiobook. Sorry, I don't even know if you can see it with the glare. Pack Up the Moon by Kristen Higgins. It's really, really good. It's also tragic, and every time I've listened to it, I can barely get through like 10% because it's about to make me cry in different things. It's about losing a spouse and all that, and apparently that's a trigger. So if that bothers you, maybe don't read it. But, you know, if you're into making yourself feel things, go ahead. It's really, really well written. Jason was just watching the Unbirthday review before seeing the live was about to be broadcasted. Nice! Have you read that one yet? I think, no, you said you had read Peter Pan, or was that Elle? Yeah, Unbirthday took a couple, it's better as a physical read because you can see the wordplay. 100%. I still enjoyed it the first time around, even though I didn't care for the politics back in Kensington, was it? But the second time around, I didn't mind it as much. Definitely a physical read. Thank you for singing, Phoenix. I really can't get the tune in my head, and I'm making up my own tune, but I don't want to cry, but I do want to finish this audiobook because it's due in a week. Another book I requested from the library I just had to pick up, and it was one where like they didn't have it, so like if enough people, I don't know if enough people ask for it or if you kind of like request it and they have the funds, they'll order it. So like I have to read it now, like I had to pick it up, which I'm excited about, but also why have I done this to myself? It's the Disney Fairies Tinkerbell book, which Fairy Godmother was fantastic. So I'm thinking it's going to be really good. So I don't know how I'm gonna have all these hours in the day for all the things we want to do. So we're gonna have to just lock in August, lock in September. Ooh, September. Ooh. September's gonna be a trial because I have a book event every other weekend and no other requested days off. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. So hard. But I'll have you guys to keep me accountable and keep me going when the times seem dark and trying. Honestly, Jen Kalanita needs to release a James and the Giant Peach Twisted Tale, but sort of a sequel, like the What If stories, yeah. But instead of following James, it should follow Miss Spider in her origin story. Okay. Okay. Would you want Jen to write it? Or Braswell? I'm getting Braswell vibes from James and the Giant Peach. I think Jen writes really well when she is a bit more modern, because the language she uses for me is definitely more modern than what she used in the Hercules one. And please stop giving them 3-letter nicknames, I'm just saying. Phoenix, you give me some of your extra hours? Well, if we can figure that out, I need to be like 4 different people. But that's okay. One of me will just have to figure it out. September means it's closer to being cooler. Will help you get through September and whatever rough times hit. It's gonna be good times. It's just gonna be personally a lot of, it's my fault rough because I decided to do all the things. Thog is also here. Hey Thog. Just in time for, we're setting up the first sprint here. Is my pulse still high? It's higher than normal. It's up there. It's very ball of energy right now. In a good way. In a good way. But also in a gotta get my stuff together way. Got OT work in 3 hours. Well, make that money. I appreciate you popping in anyway, because we always love to hear from ya. But yeah, in this day and age, if you can handle the OT, get that OT. Get it. Get it. And put it somewhere nice. And it's all the times of overwhelm. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the real ones. All right, I think we will start off with a 30-minute sprint. Like I said, I'm pretty much diving into line art today, so it may not be too terribly interesting, but I'll throw that up on the screen. Actually, we can swippity-swappity, yay! Swippity-swap all the way. And I gotta reset that size. I don't know why it does that, but it's weird. So yes, line art extravaganza today. And hopefully this week we gonna be doing all the things. Honestly, I think I could see either Braswell or Kalanita could write the Twisted Tale, but I don't know how Braswell would do it because she is a bit weird, but I can see Jen making it short. Jen would make it short. Yes, I definitely agree she does write shorter books. I think the kind of like the weirdness that's already in James and the Giant Peach and that little bit of like macabre would be something Braswell really does well with. So I lean toward Braswell for James and the Giant Peach if that were ever a thing. But like we said last time, I will take give me all of the obscure Disney movies that we have not got yet. Yes, we're going to enjoy your company while we got it. And Mac Monday, I did actually have a little bit of mac and cheese today and some chicken, so woo. We got our mac in for Mac Mondays. I don't know if you guys were making any macs or we just having an kind of Monday, but let me know. Oh, they're totally twisted enough. But if we're gonna twist the twisted tail, we gotta like dig deep, or just expound upon it, I guess. There's a lot you could do with it for sure. It's worth a rewatch, honestly. As we get that might be on my September October vibey rewatch, James and the Giant Peach. But and that and Hocus Pocus, because it is probably one of my favorite. That and Halloween Town. Say what you gotta say, but those are some of my favorite Disney Halloween movies. It's been over 100, so I'm not making any mac tonight. That is totally fair. And unless you like a macaroni salad, like pasta salad situation, don't worry about it. But I hope you do have something delicious and cool over there. Might get back to my puzzle. Got all the edges finished. Nice. The edges is like, I feel like there's a certain level of accomplishment from just getting the edges done that kind of helps the rest of the process. So yeah, tinker around. We'll have 30 minutes to kind of, I only have the 40-minute timer over here, so let me add the 30-minute one. They changed the layout. Why would they do this to me? 30-minute timer. Cool. Is that gonna reset? Beautiful. All right. Oh, that was me. Yeah, we're gonna do a 30-minute first sprint tonight just to kick off the rust and get it going, because we got a lot to do as always, but we'll come back and talk about it here after our 30 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go! We're back. We're back. We've made it through 7% of the audiobook. I'm determined to finish this today. Maybe. Double time, I got about 2 hours. We're at least going to hit 80%. That's the goal. Jason's got some good ideas, I think, about what could be the James and the Giant Peach Twisted Tale. I've not read the original material, the original book. I did start a list once of all the like original tellings of the stories that Disney took their inspiration from, but I never quite got to it. But yeah, I think there is something there with the Miss Spider's backstory, and maybe it doesn't need to be super long, so maybe Jen could just throw it out there, but we'll see. Like it's a cult classic, if you want to call it that, but I don't know if it's on Disney's radar for what they're doing, so we'll see. We shall see. And I did get most of the line art done for the page. I have to do, sorry, I did start in the timer. The last panel, really I need to finish up, and then we just gotta crank out some more line art, so maybe I can wrap up some of these pages this week. Part of me does want to do like this. This was my old, like, what if I did 2 pages a day calendar, which I would be 5 pages behind on line art. No, that's the 30th. That's, we're down here. Never mind. It had me finishing the chapter this past weekend. Whoops. Whoopsie. But of course that doesn't account for anything else going on in life. So this definitely could use a redraft, but that's kind of like we love drafting calendars and redrafting them. So yeah, I might do that and figure out some sort of dinner situation. But overall, I think the ball of energy, that anxiety ball that it is tapered out, so we're just locking in. Phoenix decided to read a short story in the anthology they've been reading after doing a bit of nothing first. You gotta empty your brain out before you can like jump into stuff sometimes. So the biggest difference between the movie and the book for James and the Giant Peach is that the aunts don't die in the movie. They die in the book in the 15th chapter. Well, yeah, that makes sense for how a Disney rendition would go. How many chapters is there? Would it, like, do they die at the end or do they just die in the middle? Like, 15 could be anywhere. And Kitty's here. Hi, Kitty. Happy Mac Monday. Happy Maco Monday. Mac Attack Monday. Mac Attack Monday. We like that. Manga Monday for me, since we are in the grind. We haven't done an hour check in a while, and you know I'd be thinking about it. So, for the sake of me pretty much being done with this line art, I'm not going to count the line art for 190. But I'm going to have to pull up a calculator because math is hard. If we're still estimating 360, 400 minus 18 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. We're estimating 392 hours of Kuro Kenshin work left to wrap up the project, and that is overestimating a little bit, a lot of it. If I can finish this, I think I'm just going to do line art, but this week I would love to like color in this whole page, which would take us down to 360 hours, which is a lot better. Can we do it? We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Me and we're sitting in a nice, comfy, less than 400, finally. Less than 400 hours left to go. Kitty's gotta take a shower. We'll get back to making the puddles. Yay for puddles. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see puddles. And like, not gonna lie, even though you're just kind of using that scrap corduroy plaid fabric, he's cute in that brown. It's cute. He's cute. I approve his natural color option, but very excited. I think there's like 39 chapters in the original book, and some of them are really short. It's a pretty short children's novel, which makes it pretty surprising when it got a movie. Oh. 30, so it could have been like what, middle grade, upper middle grade? So probably a quick read. Maybe a quick, ooh, maybe that could be one of the books I take with me on vacation. Who knows? I don't know, because I don't want to take a library book. Does anybody else feel like you shouldn't take a library book on vacation? Because if you do lose it, we don't want to go through that. No, can't do it. Not today. I have so many books on my Kindle anyway. I really just need to make sure it charges so I can read them. But I might be able to get the Kindle app on my tablet. I think that's still a thing you can do. I'm not sure if it is compatible, but I might have to look into that. But one thing I can say, part of my excitement is yesterday. It was only yesterday? Wow. Last night then, I got back up into the studio to do some initial rearranging because we're still trying to figure out the layout. And I started putting my bookshelf area together, what's supposed to be like my background when we get back up there. And it looked really, really nice. And it's compartmentalized enough where if I want to like swap out something and feature like stuff for Christmas, I have some string lights I want to try to put on there just to see how it would work and look. That could be fun. I've not done anything with the windows yet though, so that just might be SOL for now. But the shelves are looking really good. And I actually needed to get more shelving anyway, particularly for all of my event stuff, like the boxes I take to the events that are full of books, table decorations, stickers, all that. And so I finally coughed up the money for it as a, not even as a business expense because it wasn't necessary, but hopefully if the sizing matches what I think it will look like in real life, I'll have that section by the closet that I couldn't access with all the event stuff. And then I have the packing stuff and storage in the closet. And now we have all the fun stuff out on decoration, which is the goal. So I'm hoping that works out. I think that stuff's coming Wednesday, which we do have stream Wednesday this week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, and then next week is Tuesday, because I got a really weird schedule this month. I was like, where's my Thursdays? What happened to Throwback Thursday? But it's out of my hands because a lot of people have already requested time off, so I get what's left over. But yeah, Wednesday will be streaming again, so I might set that up through StreamYard so y'all can hang out with me and put some stuff away and get that together. So I'm actually gonna schedule that when we start the sprint on StreamYard for that reason, because I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Unexpected, but it'll be fun. Kitty is always anxious about taking library books anywhere. I get anxious leaving them in the car if I have to like run into the grocery store, just because like I usually have them in like a bag of books, and I'm like, what if somebody thinks there's something else in my bag and they break in the car and they take the bag and they don't check that it's just library books, and now I'm out of library books and they broke into my car. These are thoughts that do cross my mind. So yeah, library books, we take care of them. Because there was one time, and I swear it wasn't my fault, but I also cannot answer what happened to the book. It was Maniac Magee, and we had to read it for my English class in middle school. It was when I was homeschooled. I remember the book. I remember really enjoying the book, and I remember that the book should have gone back to the library, but apparently it never got returned, so we had to pay for it later, and that has sat with me for, how old am I? Many years, over 20 years at this point. I will never forget Maniac Magee. Part of me wants to check it out just so I could reread it because it's stuck in my head. But yeah, something happened to that book and we had to pay for it, and now I'll never let anything happen to another library book. For Phoenix, it's been years since they've handled anything physical from the library. It missed being near a good library. Sounds like the room is coming along. How exciting. It is very exciting. It's exciting enough where I was almost on the verge of considering taking y'all back up before September. But then being up there for those couple hours was reminded how hot it was and how little airflow. So I do have to wait till the guy comes in and installs the fan. But I'm very excited to show you guys. It's gonna be fun. We can still hang out for a bit on Wednesday, but we're not gonna like move back in just yet. Yes, so you'll get to see the new shelves that I have right now with everything on it. So you get to see the good side, and then we'll probably hang out while I put together the new shelving and shove stuff in that corner. Ooh, I'm also surprised because I'm reading The Beauty and the Beast Twisted Tale, the one where Belle's mom is the one who cursed the beast, and it's a chonker for my copy, 481 pages. But it is so worth it. It is so good. It is so good, Jason. It's one of my favorites. It might be my favorite. It's good. Read it. Read it. It'll go by quick. It's a really good read. Katie also read that one in middle school. It was one of my favorites. Fun that we in Germany read the same book as you over there. Oh my gosh. I really thought I would name drop that and nobody would know. But the fact that you know what it is, Kitty, that makes my heart happy. Phoenix also has a story of library books not getting returned, and that haunts me. It was also before I was an actual adult, right? I still have my childhood copy. Might need to read that again. Yeah, put that on, like, if you have a reread list coming up, definitely put that on there. That'd be so fun to read. I should see if my library has it. I would assume they do, but you never know. Maybe changing. Oop, that is not their website. There we go. Let's just take a gander and see if they still have Maniac Magee, cause man, not that I need another book to check out. How do they spell Magee? Oh, it is Magee. That's an updated version of the cover I remember, because it was the shoes. Do they have the old cover? Hold on, I need to look up this old cover. The things that we stumble into on these streams. I don't think I had the person on it. Book cover. Images. Yeah. Yep. It's it looks like it's from the 80s. It's just his shoes, like it's zoomed in on his jeans and his dirty shoes, and it's got like a dark blue. Yes. I'm sorry, library. I did not know I lost it. I still don't believe I did. That takes me back. That makes me very, very happy. Very, very happy. Good times. Good times. Kid me wanted to go live in a zoo and also have a big chest to carry all my books around. That book changed me and has stayed with me. I wonder if it was like on one of those lists of like must read for these ages and whatnot. Because again, I was homeschooled, so I don't know if it was like that. I feel like it was that specific book we had to read, but I don't know if it wasn't that my mom picked it. It was an e-school essentially, so it could have been any teacher, and they picked a good book and I have never forgotten it, and it is worth me putting it on my fun read list later. I've never read it. I could add it as a friend's throwback. We could all plan, and then we can do or we can all read it at the same time or reread it, and like a mini book club, but with low pressure because I can't commit to doing this monthly. Okay, guys. Let's see, we're liking the Twisted Tale of Beauty and the Beast as old as time. It's like the Disney movie, but really sweet. Only like 94 pages into it, but I know I'm gonna love it. Yeah. And the I don't know if you already saw my review and you already know what happens, but Monsieur Dark. Monsieur Dark. That's all you get for now. No spoilers, but Miss Your Dark. But yeah, let's jump into another sprint now that we've redirected our energy into middle school. Draw time it is. So I'm going to stop that timer because I'm not ready yet. So I need to finish the panel down here, and then this is page 191, so we're going to jump into that. I hate the fact that I have to draw hands, because I have to, it'd be hands. Anyone who's tried to draw hands knows the hands are going to take forever. But I did do this to myself, since they do the like blood pact thing by cutting their hands and whatnot. So if we get past these pages, maybe it'll feel easier going forward. But yeah, we're going to be drawing some hands. We're going to be doing line art for hands, so we have to be exact and all that stuff. But I am going to set up the stream for Wednesday in StreamYard, and I think I'm going to make a decaf coffee because, yes, hands are hard, Thog, and I'm going to need a decaf coffee to get through these next couple pages. So let's do another sprint. Yeah, we can sort that out later, Phoenix. There is no pressure on achieving or like acquiring Maniac McGee at all. And honestly, if I find a cheap copy, I may just send it to you. Who knows? But you've got this. You'll kick butt hands. And I was also contemplating coffee. Well, let's all have a little coffee, not necessarily a break, but a coffee refresher, or just, hydrate, get your water in if you haven't. But we're going to do a 40-minute sprint because we're locked in now. We got to knock things out, but also get coffee. So 40 minutes on the clock. Let's get in 3, 2, 1, go! We're back, and we're on page 192. So we made progress. We got page 191 done during the sprint. We do have a decaf, and we're at 80% of the audiobook. So making good progress. I haven't cried yet. There's been a few moments, but we're still good. We're still dried out. So yeah, how are you guys doing? How was everybody's weekend? Did we even touch base on that? Aside from me finally messing around in the office, nothing terribly out of the ordinary happened. I went to work. It rained gloriously on Sunday morning, so that was very nice. But yeah, how was your guys' weekend? Anything going on this week we're looking forward to? Let's see. We did have our little coffee refresher. Kitty also wants coffee but doesn't have any. Oh no. This is the one case where I can vicariously drink the coffee for you. Just like when you bake your cookies and we vicariously eat it. Thog has got coffee ready in the reusable K-cup for work. And Phoenix needs to cut back on coffee since it messes with absorbing iron. True dat. I literally looked at my iron pills as I was waiting for the coffee and I was like, not today. Not right now. It's fine. I'll be fine. But now seems like a great time. I agree. Now is a good time. Made myself some coffee, finished my short story, and had Mr. Moto with me. And weekend was work for Thog. Yay, weekend workers. Yay, so much fun. So much fun. Let's see. You didn't like the Little Mermaid one? See, I don't think she makes things confusing. I think she just goes into a lot of detail. But that's just me personally. I like the Little Mermaid one, not as a twisted tale, but as, I mean, like, yeah, it has to be a twist in the story for it to exist because Ariel doesn't get her voice back right away. But I think it's sweet. I do like the Little Mermaid one. The Peter Pan one left a lot to be desired. That one I agree. That one just kind of got confusing and everywhere and could have been honed in a bit more. Ooh, pattern making is going well today, and all I have going on this week is trying to survive the heat. Are you guys in another heat wave? Is that going on again or still? Like, I thought it was just like 01 and done for Europe and y'all could kind of chill out, but hopefully it's not as bad as it was. For Phoenix, it cooled off for like a day over the weekend. Yeah, yesterday is when it cooled off and we had, like, the rain was so hard, our downspouts couldn't keep up, so that was fun. I kind of had the door open, and once I hear the plippity plop of water in my house, I was like, oh no. We had to clean that up. Little bear, what you looking at? Yeah, there's still food in your bowl. Is that your breakfast? Or is that your brother's breakfast and you're being a good girl and you're not eating it? Well, you need to say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. You can up. Up, up. No. No, Willow. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Who's my baby? Oh, who's my baby? Oh, hello. Yes, hello, big stretch. Yes, hello. Hello. You say hi to everybody? Or are you just coming up here to say hi to me? You can just say hi to me. That's okay. Oh, yeah, got it? Okay, good. We have to go to the vet on Thursday. Atreyu's due for his annual, so that's whatever. But her back feet, she's licking them too much, so she's, you know how it gets red and irritated. same thing happened last year, but we were able to like wipe her feet and keep up with it. But it's a little bit more severe this year, so we're just gonna go get her maybe like some Apoquil or whatever allergy thingy to help her out, because baby girl, she's the princess. She's we gotta take you down and get you looked at every few months for the little things, but then she's fine. Like allergies, poor girl. So yeah, we're gonna do that on Thursday. But otherwise, she's super happy, healthy. She's got itchy feet. We're back to being up to 36 and not getting cooler than 20 at night. That's warm for a night. Like 18 is the upper end of comfy at night. 20 is warm for night. Yes, so I am going to do the review for the Encanto book. I have it pre-ordered, and I think the pre-order will ship on the 1st. It may arrive on the 1st, I'm not entirely sure. So I will get it in my hands right away this time. So as long as they don't release any surprise ones, that's going to be the next one that I read and review. So I plan to... Actually, this is a good question, because I have conventions. Well, book events, all 3 events as it were. September. I'm going to have to plan very carefully. So Encanto feels like a green. Actually, it feels kind of like a yellow. We're going to put it in the yellow. Waiting on a Miracle is the title. Miracle. And I believe when I last looked, it was somewhere in the 400 page range. So I think I can finish it that week, like into the weekend. So as soon as possible, I will get the review up. I'm not gonna make promises now because priorities, but yes, that is that week's priority, along with being ready for events. But once my books come in and I have my stock, I should be pretty ready. I'm just going to do the same table layouts that I've done for the past events, so I'm not really updating anything. Yeah. Pretty much I can do whatever I want for the first 2 weekends, and then the 3rd weekend is the one-day anime convention where I only get a smallish table, so I might have to like fudge around and find out on that. But yeah, it's on pre-order. Yes. Have I tried getting some sort of shoe or paw covering? That's she's torn off everything we put on her, feet and diapers. So the girl cannot be contained, but she's doing pretty good. We have like a antibacterial, antifungal. Hey, don't be licking your foot when I'm saying you're doing good. Literally, you can't. She was hiding behind me so I couldn't see her licking her foot, her bad foot. Yes, you. Yes, you. You stinker. I'm trying to make you feel better. Seemingly, she does good after we put that antibacterial, don't you hide where I can't see you, stuff on. But it is just her back right foot that's like really red, and I'm like, we've tried, it is time to treat it, which Tundra had it worse, because Tundra's hair was longer, especially like between her toes, but she would also get ear infections at the same time, so she had like the stinky ears. She had the gunk between her toes, and Willow is actually pretty clean. Atreyu clean boy. Like, Atreyu gets nothing when you wipe him down. But Willow's doing pretty good on cleanliness and smell. It is just the red irritant. So I think at this point we just have to try the Apoquil. Out where Phoenix is, they've been staying around up around 80 till really late, and then it drops into 70s, maybe 60 early in the morning. Kitty, tonight they're still at 23 even though it's almost 3 a.m. Ugh. It's hard to sleep when it's that warm. I don't wish that for you. Phoenix has been getting stuck around 25 for most of the night, with it getting to 39 in the day. Woof. Yeah. Trying to get used to Celsius. I know, in my brain I'm like, there's a few key numbers that I remember, so I'm like, okay, what's the closest number I know? And then I'm like, okay, it's about this degree. Because we used Celsius when I was in Japan as well. So there's just like I said, I know like 18. I know I like 18. So yeah. With it being this hot, I keep having to take breaks at work and sitting down just so I don't get too faint and walk into and drop things. Yeah. I think everybody's probably struggle bussing in this heat. This is why I don't get much done during the summer unless in a place with AC. That's why we are down here and not up there where the air don't go like this. And even today, it got up to mid 80s. It's definitely cooling down right now. But the house has yet to catch up, so it's just been on trying to get down to the regular temperature for the house. So it's a whole thing. It's struggle bushing. But it's almost 9 o'clock, dude. My time. It's almost 3 a.m. in Germany. We gotta do another sprint. If I can get 90, I'm on 92. I'm definitely gonna go for getting 92 and 93. I think I can definitely get those done during the sprint. I would have loved to have hit 195 today, but it's not doable in the 3 sprints. It may have been doable had we had a couple more hours, but that's kind of like an obvious statement. Like, I could have done more if I had more time. You get what I mean. So yeah, for the time that we've had, we're doing great. We're knocking out the hardest part of the pages. Can we get in to maybe 2.5? We shall find out. But we could also crash after 93 and who knows. Planted on the couch or bed with the fan blowing directly on me. I do a little bit around the house and make sure to take a break in front of the fan and drink lemonade to help with electrolytes. We love a lemonade. I got a lemon juice. We already went to Aldi. I won't go to Aldi until next weekend. Or this coming weekend, whenever. Maybe. I do need my lemon juice to make my lemonade. I'm gonna have to get that. Ooh, Kitty has 2 weeks of work left, then off for 3 weeks. So just trying to push through it. We will cheer you on to make it through these next 2 weeks, because we will have a few streams going. And did I totally forget to schedule the StreamYard one? Yes. So I'm gonna go do that at the start of this sprint now that my coffee's made and won't distract me. You are doing great no matter how much you get done. It's more than it was before. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's more than it's before. I'm the only one who can do this, really, so it's getting done. And we won't have to do this again. So it's good. It's great. It's awesome. Can't wait to share. Not that I don't think really any of like, y'all in my normal, like, you probably have read some manga. And I think Kitty, like, probably Kitty, maybe you read more than anybody else in the chat of, like, manga and comic stuff. But, y'all can still check it out if you want. If not, just appreciate that it's done and be excited for Fox Wolf and Hound. So, the thing that sucks during the heat of the summer, it's during the heat of the summer, I remember, and I truly do have a disability. Yeah, that takes you out. Been working through it regularly and making progress, and that really is awesome. Thank you. I'm trying to be more consistent this year. If nothing else, we're trying to be consistent. It wasn't a written goal, but it is the goal. I think we can jump into what's gonna be our final sprint of the night, which is sad because I kind of gotten used to the longer ones, even though my body doesn't really survive through the long ones as well. But we're gonna do one more sprint, 40 minutes. Phoenix has read a bit, want to try out more, it's just hard to get my hands on it these days. That's fair. And I need to do better about having it accessible online, like at least Kuro Kenshin is on Global Comics. XYZ is also on Global Comics, and I need to get With the Cherry on Top up there. But I don't want to put With the Cherry on Top up there yet until Kuro Kenshin is done, because I already know there's going to be a season 2 that I want to take my time and just do like pages here and there instead of what I've done to myself here. So in my head, if I delay it, it'll give me more time to be ready. But y'all will tell me in a couple years when I'm like, I gotta get this chapter done, that it's my fault. And I accept that. I accept it, dang it. I think I like manga, but not digitally. Buying without trying is too expensive most of the time. I do grab some secondhand when I come across them, and I've been using digital to try before buying, and that's been helpful. Thog's off to work. Yep, we'll see you Wednesday. Have a good night. A good couple nights, because we'll see you Wednesday. And that's a good time for us to switcheroo over here for the final. Do I have a button here? Yes, I do. The final sprint of the night. I think we can knock it out in 40. I think we can do that. That'll be enough time for everybody to finish what they're doing. Or I think Phoenix probably, if it's cooling off, you might be able to get some stuff done later. But yeah, 40 minutes on the clock. Final sprint. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, go! That was our last sprint of the night. As you can see here, I did finish inking page 193. And I do love when I get the occasional like full page composition to work with. So this one's gonna be fun to put all the effects onto, but that is all I had to do and I can officially mark them on the list. Progress is progress, my friends. And the back is done sitting in this chair. But I'm glad we got a lot, 90, 91, 92, 93. So we got 4 pages of line art done, which, if we go off our fun overestimated hours, that's 4 hours of work in 2 40 minutes and a 30-minute, less than 2 hours of total work. So we love that. Please, we need to just keep that ball rolling, but not tonight. I think it's time that we settle in. Looks fantastic. Great job. Thank you. Fennec sat in front of the fan trying to decide on what they want to watch later. I feel that. My brother got me started on a rom-com anime, and it's super cute, but I'm also like, do you want me to wait for you to watch this together? So I don't know. I don't know what vibes I'm feeling. But I definitely think a little bit of wind down is in order. Yes, I do have a physical book, actually like 2 or 3 physical books I need to read. Not tonight. Kitty has patterned and cut out the second prototype of Puddle's body and leg, and I'm sewing it right now. Cannot wait to see him and see how his pudge is coming along. Yes, I love this. I love this process. This is what way to energize me at the end than to bring that up. It's a bit fiddly, but I'm hopeful it's gonna be better than the first leg. Yeah, trying to fit that first leg into like whoosh his body, for lack of a better word. Just oof. I think it might work since you can really go into focus mode during sprints, but get to chat between meaning, built-in breaks, so it doesn't feel like as much. Yeah, the chat breaks do help. I think I'm gonna have to build in like get off the chair breaks though, like intentionally, cause yeah, it's good if my focus is in and then I'm just like, let me just keep going and going, and then our 3-hour mark hits and I'm like, oh, I'm old. I can't move. And I also have terrible posture. I know. I can only do so many things at once, guys. I can only do so many things. Oh, that brought a huge grin to Phoenix as well. It's exciting. It's very exciting. Oh, Will's put herself cuddled up on the couch there. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna just wrap it up here for tonight. We do have another sprint on Wednesday this week, and we'll play around in the, if everything gets delivered, we should be up in the studio, at least putting shelves together for a bit so you guys can see the current layout and get excited. So that'll be Wednesday. I'll have to just plot some more time for myself to get up in here and do the things. I'll do it. I'm going to do it because I gave myself a hard deadline. No pressure. No pressure. A little bit of pressure. Anywho, but yeah, let's wrap her up. Midwestern goodbye. I know my brain's kind of like tired, so it's not functioning in a focused way anymore. But yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday. The schedule that I know of has been posted into the Discord chat and onto YouTube. So unfortunately, no Thursdays that I know of, just because of my work schedule. But at least we have Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, then another Monday, Wednesday. It's kind of weird, but it's what we got so far. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm so excited to see your work, Kitty. Please share it in the chat when you know, like, you know, if you do any more tonight and you're in the groove and you want to show it off. definitely share that. I'm also 89% done with this book, so we made good progress there. An hour and a half left, and that hour and a half's not going to happen tonight because it feels like the book should end. And if it hasn't ended yet, I wonder if something sad's going to happen, so I really don't want to deal with it tonight. But we'll see if I finish it by Wednesday. It's been another great time hanging out. I really do love our time together, sprinting, and excited for Wednesday. See you guys on Wednesday. And it means Throwback Thursday will be all the more fun after all the anticipation. Exactly. And with that, I'm going to hit the button. I'll see you guys. Oh, is she moving? She's saying goodnight? Yeah, she just stretched out a bit, but I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!